Past continuous, past perfect, present continuous, like questions, small talk, tag questions. This book has everything. Hey everyone, I'm Alex. Thanks for clicking, and welcome to this lesson on 20 essential question forms in English. So today, I am going to give you 20 question forms that you need to know. You should know if you want to become a fluent English speaker. And all of the questions and question types that I'm looking at today come from my new book, which is called Perfect English Questions and How to Answer Them. So in this book, I have a lot of context-based chapters, so questions about quantity, questions about how to make offers, requests, ask for directions. At the back, I even have a list of the top 100 English questions, and I have an appendix. The appendix is massive, and as you can see, I have how questions, why questions, modal verb questions, questions in all of the English tenses. So if you would like to know how to make good English questions and have some sample answers, check out the link that is attached to this video, and you can pick up this book in PDF, eBook, or paperback format. Check it out. Now, on to today's lesson. Of course, there are many hundreds of English question types. In this video, we will just look at 20 so that it's more manageable for you. First, let's start with requests. So we will start with the most informal to the most polite, right? So here we have, can I, could you, may I, and would you mind? So listen and repeat after me. Can I borrow your car? Could you pass me my glasses? May I speak with Dr. Lamb? Would you mind driving today? Good. So again, can I, the most casual, informal way to make a request, right? So can I borrow your car? Can I borrow $2? Can I have that? Can I see your phone for a moment? So request, to ask if you can do something. Could you, very neutral. Could you pass me my glasses? Could you pass me the salt, for example? May I, much more polite. Right? May I speak? May I have? May I see that for a moment? And would you mind, as you can see, driving, verb plus ing, always with would you mind. Is it a problem for you? This is the meaning of would you mind. Is it okay? Next, so here we have 4 question forms. Can I? Could you? May I? Would you mind? Next, we have offers. So we have 3 forms for offers. Do you want? Would you like? And then can I, with some specific verbs. We'll talk about that in a moment. So first, offers. Repeat after me. Do you want another piece? Like another piece of cake or another piece of chocolate, for example, right? You're offering it. It's like, do you want another cookie, for example? Cookies. Yeah, maybe later. Next, repeat after me. Cookies. Would you like something to drink? Okay, would you like something to drink? And then finally, can I give you a hand? Now, in this one, I'm not actually giving you, a physical hand. Can I give you a hand means, can I help you? Right? Can I help you with something? So we have requests, we have offers. Next, we have locations and directions. So these are some of the most important questions if you are a tourist in an English-speaking country, or if you are in any country, you need to know how to ask these questions. So for example, where is the mall? repeat after me. Sorry, I forgot to ask you to repeat. Where is the mall? How do I get to the park? Okay, so where is the mall? The mall is a large shopping complex. It's a shopping center, right? Where is the shopping center? And how do I get to means which directions do I have to go to get to the park, to arrive at the park? Okay, so how do I get to the park? Oh, you take a left at the mall, for example, and then you turn right at the gas station. So you can take a left, turn right, turn left, for example. Okay, so we have where is, how do I get to? This one, if you have a phone, if you have a smartphone, you know, in these days, it's almost unnecessary to ask this question. Most people just ask their phones these days. Okay, finally, not finally, finally for this board, asking about cost. When you market, when you are at the mall, if you are shopping for new shoes or something, you might need to ask, how much is this? Right? So you can say, how much is it? How much is this? How much is that, for example? So repeat that one with me one more time. How much is this? You can imagine what I have in my hand. How much is this? What is it? Is it a strawberry? Is it a book? Is it a big shoe? I don't know. You tell me. How much is this? Okay, next one. Repeat after me. How much does it cost? Maybe the program or the book or something like that. All right, and finally, very simple. Repeat after me. What's the price? Perfect. You got it. Okay. So we have requests, we have offers, we have locations, directions, cost. What else? Okay, come with me. Come with me. I'm going to go to this room and we have more questions and answers. Hey, you made it. So in this room, we will start by talking about quantity. So we have how many, how much, are there any, is there any? How many we use with plural countable nouns. So how many people, how many eggs, how many cars are on the road, for example. How much we use with non-countable. How much flour, how much water, how much time, for example. You can say how many times when you are referring to individual instances. But the amount of time is how much time do you need, for example, to do the quiz at the end of this video? How much time do you need? And are there any? This is for plural countable. Is there any? So is there any typically used for non-countable, uncountable nouns? Okay. Repeat after me. That's what I wanted to tell you. So please repeat after me. How many people are there? Okay. How much flour do you need? Are there any eggs left? Is there any gas in the tank? I don't know. Maybe. Okay. All right. And flour, this is used for baking, cooking, right? The white stuff, flour. We use it for bread, usually. If you have a gluten allergy, you do not want flour. All right. Next, we have yes, no confirmation. Listen, there are so many yes, no questions in English and every other language. Today, I just want to focus on the present simple and the past simple. So we have does he and did you. So you can say do you, does he, right? Do they? So repeat after me. Does he live here? Right? Did you call him? Excellent. So again, just two examples of yes/no questions in English in the present simple and the past simple. Present simple, do and does, depending on the subject. I do, you do, we do, they do, he does, she does, it does, right? And then did for every subject in the past simple. Did you, did he, did I, did they, did we, etc. Finally, we have the future. Because the future is unknowable. We have this big white space, right? Anything can happen in the future. Anything can happen. Use your imagination for this space. So future, this is one of the most common questions for the future. And it's funny because it's a present continuous question, right? But repeat after me. What are you doing later? This means, like, what are your arrangements for later? What are your plans, your intentions? Do you have any arrangements? You can say, what are you doing after school? What are you doing this weekend? What are you doing after work, for example? And then finally, are you going to, right? So are you going to, this means, do you plan to, do you have an arrangement to do this? So repeat after me. Are you going to call them? Excellent. Okay. In this video today that you have just watched, we have practiced 20 essential English question forms. I hope you feel more confident. And if you were already familiar with these forms, I hope you were entertained. And I hope you felt good about practicing and reviewing the material that we have just covered today. If you would like to practice these forms and make sure that you got them, in your mind, do the quiz that is attached to this video. Now, it's not enough just to do quizzes and just to, watch videos. When I say repeat after me, please repeat after me. If you are in a space where you can talk, speaking English is essential. Like speaking your target language, the language you want to learn, is so important, even if you are talking with no one else in the room. If you never speak and you just do grammar exercises and you just watch and listen, you won't improve as quickly, right? How do you start a conversation? By speaking. What is one of the most common ways that people start a conversation? With a question. Many questions, sometimes. Perfect English questions, in fact. So yes, if you enjoyed this lesson and you want to, learn more with me and learn in the privacy of your own home, read this book aloud. We have negative questions. We have tag questions. We have like questions. We have so many questions, requests, offers, directions, everything you saw here, and much, 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 much more. I guarantee it, because it took me 2 years to write that book. And I'm happy it's done. I'm proud of the finished product. And I hope you will check it out. If you buy the physical version, please leave a review for me on Amazon. 5 stars if you like the book. 5s. I like 5s. Those are good. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for learning with me today. And I hope you will keep learning and you will keep practicing. Until next time, take care. Bye.